So I'm gonna do it.
That'll keep you busy.
Yeah, yeah. So I've been waiting for him to tell me when he's ready for me to take it. Right? And last night he said, "How about Thursday morning?" Yep, I can do Thursday morning.
That'll keep you busy. We are live.
We're live from Port Huron, Michigan. All right, I just got to go find us, bring us up. Come on, Easy. We know you're around there this morning, hiding someplace there. Oh, look at that. He's already there. I just go to pull the chat up. He's already there.
Yeah.
Good morning, Easy. And Russell is second again. I think we're having a repeat of the other day. All right. Oh.
Yeah, this is the week back to the grind. Besides additional grind for Paul is bus driving, but he's also got some other things he's got to take care of. He was just telling me Thursday he's got to go move a deck and
Okay. Yeah, I had to go get my third screen again. Kind of gets all messy. Okay, there we go. Got that there now. Cool. Yeah, we're good to go. Yeah, I got that deck to get on Thursday morning right after my school run. So I get done at 9. I'm back in the yard at 9. So what I'm going to do, well, see, I got to go to Port Bruce. I got London and over to West Lorne. Well, not West Lorne, Rodney, the other side of Rodney. I got 4 signs over there to do. But so what I'm going to do is down by where my trailer is again. I got to pick up my landscape trailer today and bring it back. I should have brought it back last night. But anyways, I can have it here, and then when I go to school bus on Thursday morning, I'll just hook onto the trailer. I take it to work with me, and from there, I'm gone. I go get those deck sections. So, but
now where are you going to put that deck?
well, it's funny. Diana's got 2 decks at her house, but the one lower one's getting pretty rough shape, rotting. This deck here, you just built about 2 years ago. All the wood's good on it, right? So we'll use the wood from it and repair her deck. But wood's free, Paul. You know how expensive wood is right now?
Oh, yeah.
Just phenomenal. But the nice thing about this deck we're getting, there's no railings on it, no nothing. It's low to the ground, but it's just sitting on deck blocks. So there's no post to pull or nothing. They just take a couple boards off each one, reach down, undo the bolts, and we're out of there. Load them up, we're done. I'll just take it, load the trailer up, and I'll go right from that place down to Diana's place. Just go in, drop the trailer, and then I'll back and do what signs or whatever I have to do on Thursday.
The squirrels are knocking at the window. Be right back.
Well, Paul's off to feed the squirrels already this morning. So, AZ, did you fly that Avata yet or what?
Actually, Paul, this is the 3rd time.
Oh, 3rd time? Oh. Hey, good morning, Marshall. Yep, it's 5 o'clock. Alarm clock must have went off. Yeah. Oh, somebody's growling this morning. Oh, yeah, Dinah's out here to feed me breakfast this morning. Hey. Oh, anyways. Both due for another coffee here shortly. I'll wait till Paul gets back and then I'll get another coffee. Yeah, I'm only going to stick around till about 9 o'clock this morning. I got a lot of running to do today. So. I got to make a phone call in a few minutes too. Right back. I go pee.
All those squirrels and one little chipmunk. Oh my. So how was everybody's weekend? Good, I hope.
Yeah, might go make another copy on that.
Filipina.
Okay.
All right, AZ flew with his
Yeah.
Nevada.
Huh? Yeah, see
AZ flew
Filipinos
to
in the
Nevada.
chat. All right, having lunch.
Was very noisy. Was not as noisy as first
First
DJI
DJI.
FPV.
Huh.
And Dominic is in the chat.
He'd be about getting ready to go to bed soon.
AZ, so what's your first impressions of the Nevada? Yeah, I know you got a chance to fly it.
I was kind of wondering if he was flying it with the dildo or the controller.
Yeah, well, he's got all of it, you know.
Yeah.
Well, he said that, you know, he set the handheld controller down on and fired up the drone, and that's when it took off. So I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That launched. Yeah, because he had both of them. I think fired at the same time.
Right.
And Mikey, I don't know. He never found his, did he? Yeah.
No.
Billy drone like just took off and turned upside down or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, that-
On he did a flip, and it must have probably went on the roof of some building or something.
probably. He says that my type, but it's good drone for fun. You know, I go, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you, AZ. This old guy, that flipping and flopping and flying when you're totally in control and out of control, you know. Right back, Paul.
Not a problem. Okay, yeah, AZ, you're worried about losing her day.
I just had one of my brown squirrels was in the street, and two cars went over top of him and didn't kill him.
Oh.
He ran off. So for some reason, the squirrels go halfway across the road, you know, where that it's got that seam, and they stop right there and they sit there and eat peanuts. And I don't know whether they're suicidal or what.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Yeah, AZ, after Philly Drone Life's video about losing his drone, I can understand why you would be a little concerned. And I don't know, AZ, David, is there other, because, I don't follow the Avata because there are just thousands of them out there on YouTube, people saying, well, this and that and everything else. Has anybody else experienced a loss or loss of signal or, I don't know. Some point in time, I got to go out and fill up the bird feeder because I got a little birdie was here looking at me in the window. So I'm like, hey. Problem I have, Paul, is as you know, the squirrels jump on that bird feeder and start stripping all the bird seed out.
Yeah. Well, it's too close to the tree, right? You should maybe move it away from the tree a bit. They can't jump from one to the other. Yeah, I remember that, AZ. It took off on you in the house.
Yeah, that would kind of strip away your confidence for a while. You'd have to build it back up again, saying it's not going to do that. That was just a one-time deal. Yeah, Philly's character. I've known Philly for years.
Yeah, definitely got character. I don't know. Mike had video of everything. Hopefully, he gets a care refresh from it.
Not much going on down south. They keep getting hit hard with all of this nonsense.
Yeah.
Nobody's monitoring that channel just to
Yeah.
keep the camera going. But last night they were doing pretty good.
Yep. Pretty quiet there last night.
Yeah, that was 11 3/4 hours ago.
12 hours ago. That's just 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah, look at how it just to sunset.
Yep.
A little bit of light in the sky.
Hey, good morning, JD.
Yeah, stop share.
Are you working this morning, JD, or what?
J Curtis was getting JD into the UAVs.
ROVs, you mean?
Yeah, ROVs.
Yeah.
What does the R stand for in ROV?
Remote operated vehicle? I don't know.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
TJ Giggles.
Hey, TJ, good morning. Yeah, I figured you'd be working this morning. Everybody back to work, I guess. I got one more day. Well, I shouldn't say one more day off, but got one more day and I get to go do school bus again.
Yeah.
I got lots of signs to do and all out of town today. Not one inside St. Thomas where I live, but you know.
Yeah. Back to work as a school busser. Mia went out. I don't know where she went.
Door
There
behind.
she is.
There she
There
is.
she is. Cruising around. Oh.
So TJ says, yeah, I thought drop in on Pixie channel and say hi, Dominic. Pixies?
I don't know what Pixies is unless he's gone fairy on us. Pixie dust. I don't know.
Oh, just another channel I found by floating around on different live streams. So,
Oh,
you know, Dominic, we got to get you a job or something.
nah, Dominic's just hanging.
Yeah.
Morning, Curtis. How you doing? Getting ready to head back to the grind. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hey, he's up bright and early there.
Yeah, 3 hours would be 5:19 in the morning out there. You can see Mia's out there on patrol.
Yep, looking around for something. Must be bored looking for something to do, right?
Yeah, that's what she's doing. She's patrolling the perimeter. Makes me worried when she goes behind bushes like that, because remember, that's when
Yep.
she's pulled out that skunk, you know?
Yipper.
Oh, well. You can't watch them 24/7.
Of course, Dominic says also I had an interesting thing happen on a random live stream I did. Oh. Had a video featured on Geeks Vana this morning. Huh? So JD went to an RC bashing meetup yesterday. It was awesome, but he crashed the drone within 10 minutes of being there. Seems like it's all good though. I turned it on when I got home and flew to bed. Everything looks okay. Oh, you did. Yeah. Wasn't it him that bounced one off a brick wall there?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Huh.
Well, that's, when people are using their cell phones, you don't realize it's just like the iPads when we used to use them to control the drone and whatever. You don't realize how hot they can get.
Oh, I've had my iPad once shut down on me last summer, I think it was. But see, where I was on the tailgate of my truck, setting everything up, and it was the sun was blaring right on it, right?
Yep. So we're unofficially, but we're into fall. I usually figure fall, Paul, is after Labor Day.
Yep.
Even though I
Yeah.
think it's like really the 21st day of fall is the 22nd.
Yeah, I got to get some more propane, I think, for down the trailer. You can imagine now with the fall coming up, there's going to be some cool nights that are going to need some heat. I think I'm just about out of propane, so.
Yeah, take the old magic marker and cross off one more day
Yeah.
on the calendar. Them squirrels are going to eat me out of house and home. What really screwed me up is two things. One is my high electric bill the last couple of months, and the other thing was the 500 and some dollars that I had to spend on Mia,
Yeah.
at the vet.
Yeah, it don't
No,
help matters.
When you're on a fixed income, it's sometimes it's hard.
Yep.
I still have to go pick up another prescription for her. I haven't done it yet. But it's a refill, and she still has some left. It's the gabapentin, for her back pain.
Well, Curtis says YouTube is starting to like me. 6 5 V6S, and finally a few videos are showing up now. That's good. Hey, good morning, Mike Rennick.
Hello, Mike. Yeah, it's I did a couple of ships yesterday, Paul.
Yeah.
Later in the day. Actually, I did 3 ships, I think, total yesterday. Let me double check. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. I did the Algoma Intrepid early in the afternoon, late afternoon. Then I did the Bay Como last evening after we got off, and the Atlantic Huron. They were back to back.
Oh, cool.
Doggone it.
Okay, dear TJ, have fun. I guess he's back at work, I guess. So.
All right, TJ, you go. Go and be fruitful. Make some money.
Yeah.
And Mia's something else. She's barking at somebody walking on the sidewalk across the street.
Oh, of course. I had to block my front windows because my dog was going ballistic every time I turn around.
Well, somebody walking a dog.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Vader, he'd just go ballistic. You seen one?
There isn't much going on in the shipping traffic anymore.
Anything happen? Anything coming up on marine traffic there, Paul, this morning?
No. Way up. The Togurtha's coming down. He's way up by Ubley and just south of Harbor Beach, north of Port Sanilac.
Well, later on, there's a bunch coming. Like the White, Calumet, and way up is a Flegaborn or whatever, Flegaborn.
Yeah, that's one of those
Salty,
salty.
isn't it? Yeah.
And then just coming out of the Detroit River is the St. Laurent.
Yep. St. Laurent. Huh. Yep.
It's funny, the ships that come out of, have a home port of Montreal.
Yep.
Whenever you listen to them talking on the marine radio, they got that French accent.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You can always tell. I would imagine the cruise ships will continue on for a month or two, but then as it starts to get cold, those cruise ships will pull back down to the Caribbean or somewhere else,
Oh, yeah. 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 They do. I know that one lady friend there, she's the captain of that, the sea cloud. During the summer, they're up in the Mediterranean and all that stuff. But when it comes wintertime, they go down to the Caribbean, for the
Right.
winter. I should go find out, see where she is right now. Let me see if I can look it up.
Now, when is it Diane is going on her
October the 8th.
October? She'll be gone how long?
2 weeks, I think. But I'll have to go down to her place and look after the cats and all that stuff, right? Okay, let's see if we can pull up.
Yes, yeah, AZ it is. She's feeling better. She's doing better. So I'm very, very thankful and blessed that she's because I don't she's my everything, Right, Boo? Yeah. You're a good girl.
Is that the one? Let me see. Sea Cloud 2. It is
Yeah, yeah, I was, which video was that, AZ? Must be Fumbled Fingers.
Oh, sea cloud just up by between Italy and Bosnia, Croatia. Oh. Yeah. Doing 9.4 now. They're heading to HRHVA. What the hell is that? Dubai? Huh. Never heard of that place. Going to Croatia. Huh. Yeah, I was up in AZ that Saskatchewan, I think it was, or in Manitoba, but ended up in Saskatchewan. But one guy was found dead, and they're still looking for the second guy. But they're all natives, and they're saying because they're drug addicts and alcohol caused all the problems and stuff. But it was on a reserve, eh? So, yeah, they just went around randomly. That's kind of weird. They had two of them. Well, it's funny because they were on the loose. Then I heard that they caught both of them and been charged. Next thing I heard, one is dead and the other one is still at large. So hard to see, really what's happening.
Well, and the other thing too was, they didn't say whether they're related. They both have the same last name, but they don't want to come out and say that they were brothers or related or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was up in the provinces there, up between Saskatchewan and Manitoba area. Quite the mess. Just killed a few people and injured a lot. I don't know.
Hey, I'm not following you with your question about knife fight in Canada.
I was at First Nation village in Saskatchewan, so it did happen in Saskatchewan. Yeah. Killed 10 people and 18 other people have been injured. Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty guarded on the details of everything. Yeah. Because I saw on the news this morning, they didn't even want to comment about how many males or females or if there was any children involved. And
I heard there was something like 4 kids, but they said the attacks took place at 13 different locations on the James Smith Cree Nation.
Yeah, it's Indian.
Yeah, it was all Native
American. Well, I guess you call it Native North American, right?
And apparently both of them they got quite the criminal record, right, too. Oh, I'm sorry, Corey. Geez, I apologize for that. I slept in this morning.
Hey, Dominic.
Good morning.
Good evening.
Morning. Good evening, yeah.
Yeah. I had to think about that for a second.
10:40.
Yeah.
I guess that makes it 10:40.
Yeah. So I guess
pretty much.
That was a hell of a start to the school run this morning. They were off just a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting. Uh, but I think from what I hear in this area, all the school bus drivers, companies, they got enough people to do the runs, from what I hear. But COVID starts hitting a few bus drivers. They said they're going to be in trouble. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, they went and changed some of the lights on the buses this year. They used to have on the 8 lamp system have red on the inside and red on the outside. Now it's going to have amber on the inside and red on the outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're actually about the last place in Canada, even North America here in Ontario, to change the lights. But I don't know. People were used to it. I don't know why they had to change it, but we'll see what happens.
Mm.
I'd wish they just put cameras on the outside of the bus there by the stop sign and catch the people when they go through, going through a red light. They have them in some places now, but not every bus has got them yet. None around here, but I think up in Northern Ontario they got them. But as soon as the stop sign comes out, that activates the camera, right?
Corey Mono, how you doing?
Yeah, I was late picking up Corey's kids this morning, Paul.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Well, that kind of happens sometimes.
20 minutes late? Holy mackerel.
Well, since it's kind of like beginning of the school year, I'm sure that's the time of year, Paul, that they find everything wrong with the bus happens.
Oh, yeah, but bus not starting or something.
Yeah, first one out.
You got to do a repair at the last minute or something. Driver's got to switch buses. So now you got to warm up, do a circle check on another one.
Yeah, because they've been sitting all summer.
Well, that's why they did that dry run, Paul. Make sure the buses were running and everything else. Look at mine; there was a doornail, and I had a tail light out. So, and my bus is only 2 years old.
Yeah.
You guys used Corey? You guys used like a transportation app to tell you if the bus is running late or anything? We do here. It's called My Big Yellow School Bus. We can go to that site and it'll tell you if the buses are running late. And another thing, what it does too, if the buses, is what they do, they put it on the portal. And then if you're running late, you tell them, the company, and they put it on the portal that's running late. Then that information goes out to a text message or email out to everybody on that route that bus is running late.
Is that a company thing or is that national?
Well, it's tied to the school boards and stuff, right?
Yeah, I just wondered, Paul, if like when you first go to that application, if you have to put in
where you said right here, like my big yellow bus.ca, and you go down here, the bus delays and cancellations comes up, there's 2 year delayed under 20 minutes, but that's Those are Robarts. That's School for the Blind. Robarts is. So they must have went back today. But
So does it post them all across the country or just? In other words, do you register and put in there where your home is?
no. See what? And that's just Southwestern Ontario, but it's mostly with the Thames Valley District School Board.
Okay.
It don't. For mine, when I pulled up, it don't show London buses or anything like that. It's just around this area.
But I was just wondering if it knew where you were from, or if it, when you first go in there, put in your postal code or whatever.
Yeah.
And it kind of.
Yeah. Basically, it goes by postal code. But anyway, so.
Mm-hmm.
Because that'd be nice if kind of like, it's kind of like the weather thing. You have to tell it where you are and then it'll track it,
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't know if Cord got anything like that or not there. I imagine they do up around Ottawa. They do it for this area. I imagine they do it all over Ontario.
Here, boo. Come here.
Yeah, all our buses all got GPS on them, so they know where the bus is too, right? So, like, see, when we did our dry run, we had to go out and do the actual run. Now, when we come to a stop on our dry run, we couldn't put our flashing lights on, of course, because it was, we're not picking up or dropping off kids. But you had to stop, open the door, then close the door, because what it did, it marked that location, and then you carried on, went to the next stop. So they made sure all the times were right and everything else and doing dry runs, right? So.
Yeah.
Then they got to take all that information, submit it to, the Thames Valley Board, and they compare it to the actual run sheets, make sure everything's okay. Because, sometimes they get the times wrong, as much as, they got you going 5 minutes to go a block and a half. Well, it don't take that long to go a block and a half, like 45 seconds, baby. But
right.
Be curious because I had my second last stop last year. I kept running into another bus that was just going like not even a minute ahead of me at the same stop, and they just took forever to load. Then last year, at the first day, the bus driver got out of the bus, had a sheet, and trying to mark all the kids off that were going on his bus.
Like,
really?
Like a teacher doing inventory or what?
Yeah, I'm just going, really? Like I've got 6 kids, he might add 30, right? I'm just going, oh, come on.
That's what you call it, being an anal bus driver.
Oh, just sitting there and all the traffic backed up and everything else, right? And the worst thing about it, then people get pissed at me because soon shut his lights off, pull ahead, I pull my lights on, right? Everybody, now I got another bus. They're just pissing people off, right? But what I ended up doing last year, they the guy, if I come around the corner and he was there, I just pull up behind him about 20 feet, 30 feet behind him, threw my lights on. My kids come over and got on anyway, because I was in the same block.
Mm-hmm.
It was only, maybe a bus and a half length away from where my kids were standing. They got used to it. They just stand back farther, and I just pull up, through my lights on. All my kids be loaded. I got my lights shut off, and they're still loading, So when he pulled away, I just right behind, gone. So that way I'm not holding up traffic, Stupid. We'll see. And see, I end up changed my route there last year because they had me going from a second stop to my third stop, kind of going through, weaving in and out of a subdivision. I'm like, really? But the problem was there was another lady in our company that picked up along through there. Well, I'm stuck behind her for about 5 or 6 pickups. So I went to the office. I said, why can't I just go straight down to one street, go across and back up? Like, I end up being in the same place anyway, same time, same everything. Oh yeah, don't worry about it, just do it. I said otherwise, I'm stuck behind Martin for like 5 pickups. And then it puts me late. But if I go the other way, I'm actually on time. So anyway, this year, I said to the boss there, I said, well, can I do the same, because the same road as I did last year, can I do the same thing, go down Wellington Street and cross back up Coulter, because I had a pickup on Coulter. And, oh yeah, don't worry about it, just do it. But they had me going through, weave around little subdivisions. You got 2 people come around a corner, and there's 2 people parked on the road, and you got to swing way wide and then try and come in between 2 vehicles, one parked to each side of the street trying to get through. Like, there's just no room for a bus.
Yeah.
If you didn't hit it right, you'd have to back up and try it again, but you're not supposed to back up, right? So.
Hey, does your bus have cameras on it now? I know some of the buses do.
No, mine don't. Yeah, some got cameras inside the buses.
Yeah.
But if you're having a lot of trouble on your bus, they'll switch out buses for a while, give you one with a camera.
Well, your one problem child isn't riding with you anymore, is he?
Well, I still got a couple of them, but they're not that bad. You may have to clamp down on them a couple times or something, but we'll see. Because last year they got, I had one that would give me a little grief. He ended up being suspended for a few days and stuff, but anyways, they do it again this year if he does. See, the thing is, really, we can tell them what to do. They don't do it. Well, okay, we just go back to the yard, write them up, let somebody else deal with the problem, not ours. They don't want you being distracted driving down the road, because you got a problem child or whatever. But see, the biggest problem is that, grade 3, 4, 5, they sometimes, get a little antsy in the seat. But anyways, but the little kids will see that, then they think they can do it, right? So it's just, right. You got to jump on it, right? So.
Oh yeah, monkey see, monkey do.
So, but anyway, the thing it will be is that they'll see the same bus driver and then go, oh, okay, I can't get away with that, right? But if you put a new bus driver on another route, all of a sudden they go, hey, let's see how far we can push this one.
Yeah.
And I don't know, we'll see how it goes this year, but last few years we've had this lady, she's a principal at the school I go to. She was just wonderful. Boy, and even the vice principal, you can pull in the yard and they see a kid standing up too early. Oh, gee, they just ripped my new way. But anyways, principal were really good. Like, you had a problem, boy, she'd be there right by the bus while you're unloading and go, come here, and point this one as it's getting off the bus. She'd grab them. And we sit and have a little talk. But anyways, but she's gone now, so they got a new principal. So we'll see what happens. The guy this year, so. But the vice principal's still there. And she don't put up with any nonsense. So I think we'll be okay. But we got 1 or 2 schools that I don't go to, but there's one especially, June Rose there. Oh, geez, the kids are just terrible there. Teachers, parents, they just don't do nothing about the kids. I just heard it's just the wild buses. That's where they got the camera buses. And nobody wants to do the run because they're sometimes so misbehaved, right? They just. I've had a couple times they started acting up. Especially on the way home, I just pull over to the side of the road and just put park and brake on and just sit there. Just look up in the mirror. All of a sudden, okay, quietens down. give it a minute, and then pull away and go again. Then you know.
So you got signs to do today, Paul?
Yeah, every one of them is a long haul today, Paul. Yeah, I want to leave about 9 o'clock. Well, it's getting close to there now.
Yeah, it's getting close to 9. I was thinking it's a slow morning. Maybe we just call it.
Yeah, they I got to go to. I'm trying to figure where to go. London first, back and then go to Port Bruce, or well, thing is, I don't want to go to Port Bruce, get my trailer on, and then got to haul it all the way through London.
Yeah.
So I think what I'm going to do is going to load up. I'll load up all the signs except for Rodney. I'll go to London, put that one, come back down, and then I'll go to Port Bruce, and then I'll pick up my trailer, bring it home, back it in the driveway, load up for Rodney, and then take off, go down to Rodney. We got 4 signs to put up down there. 1 on the house and 3 directional. Oh, that reminds me, I got to call Remax out, see if they got some arrows. If not, I got some arrows made up. I just got to put them on some Corplast. But anyways, but I can use some of my shittier posts over on corners, like, that's not in front of the house. You put a nice one in front of the house.
Sure.
On the ones on the corner, I can, if they're shorter or whatever, I don't give a crap. You can put an arrow on them and nobody's looking at them anyways, right? So.
Right. Okay, Paul, I think we're going to call it.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan, Paul.
Everybody have a good time. Have a good
No
day.
worries.
We'll see
Yeah,
you
you
all
get
later. Dominic, get a good night's, no, good.
Yeah.
You're getting ready to turn in. So you and the
Yeah.
kitty cat have a good evening.
Yep.
Okay,
Okay.
bye, guys.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
See
We'll
you
see you
soon.
later.
And don't forget,
Bye-bye.
tomorrow morning, we are going to be late tomorrow morning.
Yeah, a little bit later.
So.
Okay.